When you're on the road as much as we are, and you travel with breakable objects like bottles and glasses, you have to pack extras in case there's an accident and something gets broken. Touch them. That's why you have these two tubes, to keep you from touching them. But you know what? You don't have to touch them, because it's magic. You just wave your hands, snap your fingers, and they change places. So that means the glass has jumped from this tube over to this tube. Sweet. And the bottle has jumped from this tube over to this tube. Nice. And that's the easy part. The hard part is making them go back. Of course, it helps if the audience has consumed the contents of the bottle. Otherwise, you'd never believe me when I tell you it really is very easy to get those to change places. But it's a lot more difficult to make them go back. Now, here's what you have to remember. Tube number 1 must always go over the bottle. Tube number 2, too many bottles. Tube number 2 goes over the glass. The glass becomes a bottle, and the bottle becomes a glass. That's amazing, Chester. How did you do that? Well, thank you for asking. It goes like this. Tube number 1 goes over the bottle. Tube number 2, too many bottles. Tube number 2 goes over the glass. The glass becomes a bottle, and the bottle becomes a glass. Now, you know what I heard? I heard if you get really good at this, you can do it using just one tube, because the bottle and the glass don't actually change places at all. They just change. So in other words, the glass magically turns into a bottle, and the bottle magically turns into a glass. And they say it's all very easy to do, as long as you have an extra bottle. Anyway, see? Glass becomes a bottle becomes a glass, as long as you have one of these. It does. Now, you know what else I heard? I heard it doesn't make any difference which tube you use. And why in the world should it? Whoops, too many bottles. Glass becomes a bottle becomes a glass, and you know the rest, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Chester, that's a pretty good trick. But he cheats. There's a whole lot of bottles. Actually, there's not. There's just one bottle. I'm going to prove it. We're going to mark it. That way, when you see the bottle, you'll know it's exactly the same bottle. So I'm just going to take this little yellow silk, tie it right around the neck of the bottle. That way, when you see that again, you will know it is absolutely the same bottle. And that's the easy part. The hard part, of course, is making them go back. But in order to do all of this, it really does help if you have 2 extra bottles. Thank you. That's the one people always come after the show and say, can you teach me that one? That's it. And this is where I'm going to need all